What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my podcast. It is, as of right now, 55 minutes from New Year's Day, so I figured I'd do a video on the biggest losers of the 2022 year. Now, there was a lot on my list, I will admit to you, but I was able to narrow it down to 5 people who I thought were the biggest losers of 2022. So let's begin with this list. Okay, so the first person we have on our biggest losers list. Now, this person is not the biggest loser of 2022. This is what I'm going to narrow it down to, but I feel like they deserve to be on this list. Megan Fox. She is one of our 5 big losers of the year 2022 because over the spring she made a video about her husband Machine Gun Kelly. They were apparently slashing each other and basically drinking each other's blood. I don't know if this is some sort of I don't know what the fuck would you call it, like some satanic thing. It sounds like something a devil worshipper would do.
And each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, "Take my soul, let me bleed on you."
I mean, there's no normal religion that consists of slashing yourself and drinking blood. Like, that's just not a normal thing. And on top of that, this past Halloween, she posted a few photos on her Instagram of her dressed like a slut, basically bowing down to, of course, her husband, Machine Gun Kelly, who was supposed to be a priest. So he's the priest and she's a slut. I don't know. Is it supposed to be like some sort of slave thing? I don't quite understand what's happening there. But she's clearly taking a shot at Catholicism, which is pretty inappropriate and pretty disrespectful to people of faith. Drinking blood and then posting pictures making fun of Catholicism. She comes off as pretty much a Satanist, so I'd say that's a pretty loser thing to do. So she happens to fall on this list. Now, another person who deserves to be on this list, Elon Musk. Now, if you remember a couple months ago, I made a video called "The Bird," quote, "The bird is freed," which is what Elon Musk tweeted as soon as he bought Twitter. Unfortunately, and I said, I'm very excited that Elon Musk bought Twitter. However, it has not gone very well for Mr. Musk. So he bought Twitter, and so the mantra of Elon Musk was, we're going to unban everybody. It's going to be amnesty for all. Everybody has a voice. However, anybody who criticized Elon Musk was banned, and it so happened that several reporters were banned. Most notably, I don't remember the woman's name, but she happened to do a whole thing on Elon Musk and how she criticized him for his handling of Twitter, and he ended up banning her. He did ban Kanye, which, I mean, probably a good thing. Yeah, he unbanned Trump, which, I mean, I don't really have a problem with. I mean, he's a former president of the United States. I mean, it's not like I have any objections to people being unbanned and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's like, how can you ban people that just disagree with you? That's not freedom of the press at all, or freedom of speech at all. And he's also got that stupid blue check thing where you have to pay $8.99, $7.99 for a blue check. A lot of people have been fleeing Twitter en masse, a lot of celebrities. He's basically destroyed Twitter. You see, Elon Musk, he likes to do these polls, right? Where, I mean, he'll ask a question, then people will vote on it. I believe it was 17 million people voted on a poll that Elon Musk released that said, should I step down as a CEO of Twitter? And 57% of people said yes. So he basically, I guess, is now looking for somebody to take over as the CEO of Twitter. I mean, but I don't think he's going to turn down at all. I mean, I think this whole thing is going to be a complete failure, and he's just going to destroy Twitter, which would be a good thing. However, he doesn't even understand the damage that he's doing, and overall, Twitter has just been a disaster for Elon Musk, and he happens to fall into the loser category. Now, another person who happens to fall into the loser category is Olivia Wilde. Now, Olivia Wilde released a movie this past fall called Don't Worry, Darling, which is basically this sort of woke film that is supposed to. I have no idea. It's just a woke, silly film, and apparently it's gotten a ton of backlash. A lot of audiences have despised it. And on top of her making a woke film, she also treated her cast very poorly. Apparently, people like Chris Pine, Florence Pugh, and Shia LaBeouf, who actually did quit, although Olivia Wilde lied and insisted that she had actually fired him. That wasn't the case at all. Shia LaBeouf had just opted out because he was being treated so poorly. And guess what? He was replaced with Harry Styles, who Olivia Wilde was dating and apparently paid him more than the rest of the cast, even though Florence Pugh, for example, who was actually apparently supposed to be the main character of the movie. So not great there. And on top of that, she was dumped by. Well, I don't know if she broke up. Let's just go with the fact that she was dumped by Jason Sudeikis because she seems like a narcissistic jerk who is one of those people that pretends to be friends with you but is not really. She's only concerned about herself. It's all about her ego, right? So Olivia Wilde happens to fall into the loser category of 2022. Now, see those three people, it's like okay, they have poor personality traits. A lot of the decisions and things that they did were consequential, and I hope in the future that they become better people, and I'm willing to concede to the fact that they can, right? It's never too late for somebody to change, of course. However, the next two people, the two, honestly, if you were to come up with the big losers category for 2022, honestly, the list would be complete with only these two people, okay? Screw the other three people. I mean, at least I'm not willing to concede they're bad people, but the following two people are bad, bad people. And one of these people is Amber Heard. So, if you recall, as I'm sure you all do, this past spring there was a defamation trial that consisted of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Apparently, Johnny Depp had filed a defamation suit against Amber Heard in which he claimed that he was abused by her. And guess what? He absolutely was. Because guess what? Amber Heard had claimed that she was abused by him, even though he was basically innocent. Yes, he was a drug addict, and that affected the way he behaved around her. But Amber Heard, she abused him. She hit him. She taunted him. She bullied him. She's like, "Oh, I wish I had never married you. I wish I had never had kids with you," which is about the worst possible thing a mother could say to her husband and about her children. And on top of that, she took a shit in her own husband's bed. How immature is that? And to give you an idea of how evil Amber Heard really is, she not only lied consistently, and by the way, she's a very bad actress if you see some of her behavior on stage. She lied about giving money to a children's organization that was going to help starving children, sick children, whatever it may be. And she lied about pledging to donate that. And while she was testifying, she got absolutely torched by Johnny Depp's lawyer, Camille Vasquez, who consistently and completely embarrassed her throughout the entire trial. And it was just hilarious to watch. And she fake cried on stage. It was truly, truly disturbing.
That could possibly happen to you. I realized that I wish so much he had said he was joking. Because it didn't hurt. It didn't physically hurt me. I was just sitting there on this carpet, looking at the dirty carpet, wondering how I wound up on this carpet and why I was.
And she
never,
lost.
why I
She
never
owes
noticed
Johnny
that the
Depp
carpet
right
was
now
so filthy before.
million. I think it's like upwards of $10 million. So that's very embarrassing. Amber Heard, I'd say at this point has lost her career. I mean, she wasn't even a great actress. She's one of those chicks that she had no talent, but she was good looking, which is probably the only reason why she actually got cast in roles in the first place. Okay, last but not least, the biggest loser of 2022 has to be Kanye West, or, oh, sorry, Ye West. I mean, my lord. Think about it. You're one of the great rappers of our generation. You've got stacks of money. I mean, a mansion full of money. You're married to Kim Kardashian. Actually, no, that's a negative, not a positive. I mean, sure, she's hot, but I mean, a lot of that is just plastic surgery and whatnot. I mean, she's basically a Barbie doll at this point. Anyway, okay, so you break up with Kim Kardashian. Your life's even better at this point. And what do? You decide to blame Jews for all your problems. You spread anti Semitism. You dine with an anti Semite. You talk about going off on the Jewish people via DEFCON 3. Not DEFCON, DEATHCON 3. You go on to Alex Jones' podcast talking about how Hitler was so good and the Jews are bad, Jews are this, Nazis are so wonderful. And just to put the nail in the coffin, you post a picture on Twitter of a swastika inside of the Star of David, and then you get banned by Elon Musk on Twitter, which is quite embarrassing. And then you lose millions upon millions of dollars in sponsors over that. And what makes this far worse is he did it to himself. He did it to himself. It's absolutely insane. And I hope Kanye gets the help that he needs. I hope Amber Heard. But I mean, are these people really redeemable? I mean, we've seen the amount of evil they've displayed in front of millions upon millions of people. What they've said and what they've done is just absolutely disgusting. And so I don't know how. After a while, it's like, holy fucking shit. Okay, so Kanye West gets the title for the biggest loser of 2022. And listen, I hope these people get the help that they need. I hope they stop being losers. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. I mean, some people are just irredeemable after a while. But yeah, there's a few people that I did leave out for certain reasons because I thought like, okay, they just did this one thing or there's this other thing. So it's like, is it really necessary to add them? Like, I don't quite see the point. Anyway, put down in the comments if there's somebody I missed. I like to hear you guys' thoughts. I will see you all later. God bless.